Hi everybody, it's Tammy from Sea Spots Farm. I thought I would show you something I just finished today, which I find very helpful with having chickens, quail, any of those small animals that are likely to get predated on. Uh, I'm really into making secure as I can, even from rodents, um, housing. So I thought I'd show you something I just finished today that I do for almost all our coops, and I'll show you some examples. Okay, so this is a base I just made out of 2x4s and hardware cloth and um, housing staples. Don't mind my dirty hands. I was out pulling weeds in the fields, horses' fields. Anyway, that is a base for this kind of coop. These are known as those cheap Chinese chicken coops, and they are, but if you maintain them each year, these are 5 or 6 years old, and I'm about to repaint it or restain it and fix any repairs it needs, but it's really doesn't need much. But these are great if you have bantams and you have moms and chicks. That's what I use them for mostly. And I have a mom and chick and one I have out in Chicken Town that are ready to come out, so I wanted a base for them. So this is what I built. I measured the chicken coop. I believe it was 66 inches by, I don't know, foot and a half, 18 inches, something like that. Anyway, I measured it. Got these 2x4s. Stain them first. Stain them first before you put on the hardware cloth. And you want to use this hardware cloth, which has got these size squares. You don't want to use chicken wire or anything like that because the rodents can get right up. And what I do is those chicken coops have that bar in the middle, so I do the bar in the middle. It also helps stabilize the top. And I use a grinder to cut my wire, one of these. This one's been fantastic, and they're not that expensive these days, which is good, because when I built all those coops, those are all in hardware cloth, I hand cut each one and bent them under so we didn't have sharp edges. That was before I learned about grinders, but it's so much easier now. But so I put that together with screws, outdoor screws. Got to use outdoor screws, and then I overlap these because the hardware cloth is generally 4 foot wide. So overlap them. You can, oh, I just found a spot I gotta check on. Overlap them, cut your edges so they're smooth, so you can, you're not gonna cut your hands or anything like that. And you fold them over on the edges to keep the mice from getting under or over or in, whatever. The thing about these bases is you can use them up like this. And with chicks, what I'd do is I would take like a rubber mat. There's all sorts that you can use. Walmart has, I think it's 2 feet by 4 feet rubber mats that you can cut. They're like $10, $12. A lot cheaper than buying like car mats or stuff like that. So I'm going to be cutting one to this size for them. And then once they're a little older and their feet can take this wire, I'm not big on putting birds on wire, but that's why I put the rubber down. And I fold it over about this much. You can fold it all the way. You can do whatever you want. It's up to you. That's the beauty of building your own stuff. You can build it exactly as you want. So this is the way I would generally put it up there. It leaves a space underneath that's going to gradually fill with dirt wherever you put it. You can also put wheels on it, make it movable. There's a lot of options. Or what really works to keep the rodents out is you flip it over. Let's flip this baby over and put it like this on the ground. That way the wire helps a little more and it's directly on the ground, so you can let chicks in it. You don't have to use rubber mats. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but so you can do it that way. So I'm gonna just bear with me while I bring this over to this. And we're gonna do this. Put it down. Okay. And then we will move our coop. These things are light as can be. Excuse the going around. I only have one hand to do this. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Almost got it. Bear with me. I'm going to put you down for a second. Need two hands. Hold on, almost there. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Needed two hands. But there we go. And these coops come with hardware cloth on them. So there's going to be no animals digging underneath. It makes them predator proof. And what you do is you drill holes in here. Make sure you drill it and not just nail or screw it. Do a screw because you want to be able to take it out after to clean it. And it keeps the animals out. Keeps your birds in. No lice getting in. And you're good to go. So I did that one with 2x4s. 2x4s directly on the ground don't last that long. But with this, lighter coop, I figured I'd do that. Plus I had them. I normally would use a landscape timber, which lasts like forever. And those are pressure treated already. And I'll show you some examples of that. But let's visit Mr. White's house first. Hello, Mr. White. These are Seramas, mostly silky. That's Mr. Right in the middle, Mr. White. He is 10 years old. And all those chicks are his last batch, if not his grandchildren. Not sure yet. All these girls in here, they're being shy. There's your babies. I kept back a son of his, so those could be his chicks. That's him you can hear in the in the little coop. That was, I think, a Tractor Supply coop too. That one there is about 7 or 8 years old. You maintain them, they do last. But that's them. Let's see the babies close up. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. But anyway, these are all long-lived chickens, this line. Hi, babies. And that's them. Again, those are silky Seramas. There's a few smooths. But this is my coop. Let's go back to there. I built these when we moved here about 5-6 years ago. They work great. They've got the Dutch doors. I've got the food and water hung so that you can just reach in and take care of it. Hi, babies. That's my one of my bachelor groups. I've got about 5 bachelor groups. Just boys. You have too many boys and you don't know what to do with them. Put together a bachelor group. As long as there's no hens in there, they can get along. But yes, built that. But anyway, these are another Tractor Supply coop. These came so that you could paint it by yourself. Came unpainted, unstained. That was supposed to be the draw. I believe they're going. I got these. I lucked out. One January, I was going to Tractor Supply, and they had them for $199 each. So we picked up 3. I think you can get them for $300 now. They're on sale on Tractor Supply. And this is in October of 24. And that's my other one. But they're nice little coops for big chickens, maybe 3. For bantams, depends on the size of the bantams. We do about 8 in here. These are breeding groups. Those are my project Seramas. I've been breeding those for about 8 years. But anyway, if you see the bases, all landscape timber, And those landscape timbers are the original ones that I built with the coops, so that's how long they've lasted. And on these, I don't think you can see it on this side. Let me see. On these, I screwed in the hooks so that I can hook them up to the tractor and drag them to a new place. These are also screwed in on the sides so that once a year I unscrew them, take the whole thing off, clean the whole bottom out, and then wash them and can make any repairs that they need. And I had fun with these painting. This one's blue. It really stands out, but I like it. It's really not finished, but this one I stained a dark brown. It's faded, needs a new stain. What's that, the light brown one? And this one here, more Project Seramas, was dark brown. I stained it, so it's time to stain again, as you can see. But anyway, that's them, and you can see the bases. This one I put the metal there on the end, and then did the screw eyes. That's what they're called. Big ones. You don't want to go with the little screw eyes; they'll break. You want the big ones. And you can drag them place to place if you want to. Like this one here is actually the back of this one. You want to turn it around. If you turn it around, you can have the door to enter in front. But this is, I'm not even going to open it. This is empty. I moved the girls to the other side, but you can see the bases. But anyway, that's our base. A little off track there, but that's the base. And it makes it last longer too, because those bottoms, they grout out pretty quick directly on the ground. And then there's a small one there. And anyway, but I thought I'd show you that. It's a good way to keep the rodents out, keep everybody safe, chicks and stuff. So that's all for today. Have a great day. Bye.